my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with Mark from Suddenly Comics. And we are finally doing the hottest Silver Age comics of the week. It's been a while. We take a bit of a break, but let's find out how this year's doing. Like, are we on the road to recovery? Is it a time to just take all your comics, put them into a box, light the box on fire, and just walk away? Or we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out hopefully a little bit today. Just a glimpse of the bit. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay, let's share my screen. What am I looking at? That's not it. That is it. So first one, Alan, is Beep Beep the Roadrunner #1.
Yeah, this is Roadrunner #1. I
Uh,
actually have this book. I love this book.
it's great. Yeah, super little book. First Roadrunner, old gold,
Yep.
1966.
Hmm.
12 cents. Nice looking grade, very clean looking.
I can actually predict the future. He's gonna run, he's gonna get to the cliff, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, wait, there's no more road." And then he's gonna sit there for just a
Until
in midair, he's gonna think, wait, there's no more road. What's gonna happen? And then he's gonna fall. That's how physics works.
yeah,
Um, you have to realize that there's gravity before you can fall. Um, so yeah, just I love that. The Roadrunner was awesome. Okay, so
I've never seen the comic. I mean, this must be fairly rare. I don't think there'll be probably been many graded ones. Oh, look, it's got something on the back as well. Oh, well, look, it's got
more cartoons on the back. Yeah,
on the back. I like that better than an advert.
yeah.
What's happening on the back? Let's have a look. I do like Roadrunner. Beep beep the Roadrunner. Beep beep. I'll do the sound effects, Alan. Beep 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 beep. Puff pant gasp. Beep beep. Oh, he's having a rest in his net. Right. Okay. Very good. So how much was this? $159. Bargain.
Well, I think that's a reasonable price. I'm not sure how much these go for, so I
Okay.
didn't pay that much for my copy, so
Okay.
it's not 7.5 though, but
Uh, it's the only sale.
so it's a record.
Oh,
That's the way you start a year.
well,
Start it with a
yeah,
record.
there are only 26 graded, and there is only
Yeah.
one in this grade.
Yeah, it doesn't really go for that much. Like I think I paid $30 for my copy, and it's like mine's maybe a five, like a 4 or 5. It's not
Oh,
like
it's
a
7.5. No, sorry, 7.5. Yeah.
7.5. What's this one? So, I mean, this is like no sales. So what are other sales like for this one?
I don't think there are that many. Oh, excuse me.
So yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's good to start with a record. So do we have any recent sales?
Um, well, the last sale was a 5.5. Oh, this is a bit of a low sale. Last sale was a 5.5 at 180,
Okay.
whereas this is a 7.5 and it sold for 159.
So you would expect $30 a point. So you would expect about 250 maybe?
The bargain. So,
Yeah.
well, that was an 8.0 at $500. Somebody picked this up cheap.
Yeah. I think just people don't know what's a fair price and they'll just, it goes whatever, and if nobody's looking for it, it can slide under the radar.
I mean, this is all over the place. There's a 9
Mm.
went for $288.
I've seen that a few times on like these kind of like cartoony ones. It just requires two bidders. If there's not two bidders, then you get it for cheap.
So I think this, no, there wasn't two bidders here, I think. Right.
Yeah.
That's,
Wow.
he's got a bargain.
It is a record, but it is a bargain record at that, I guess would be the way to say it.
Yeah, because there's no other 5 sold. Right. Another one.
George of the Jungle.
The Jungle.
This is actually, I don't believe his first appearance, but this is his first title.
First title. Okay. Let's have a look.
He appeared in like some previous one, like some superhero
It's Tom.
TV thing or something.
Uh,
But
George,
this is a really high grade copy.
I
So
don't.
whenever I see cartoon comics in a really, really high grade, I
Yeah.
think, wow, that's pretty cool. These are pretty hard to find in high grade. So I can't imagine there being many of these. Um, and it's kind of a nostalgic character. I mean, did you guys, was it the song popular in the,
I can't remember having got George of the Jungle. I don't
you
think
didn't hear, there was a song that was sort of like, I don't know, for some reason it was really popular on the radio. Georgia, the jungle. Watch out for that tree. And then it was just a song. He's a clumsy Tarzan, basically.
you can get comic analysis. You get free singing from Alan.
I
Right.
can't sing, so I wouldn't call that singing. So,
What
um,
George of the Jungle? Watch out for the tree. Yeah, there you go.
yes, yeah. It was a very popular song.
Okay, I'll believe it. Right.
Okay,
Well, let's have a look. See how this is done. It was a 794. There can't be many. Oh dear. It's. I'm afraid, Alan. It's not a good investment vehicle.
yeah, I wouldn't imagine, but okay.
It's the second
Yeah,
was in 20. It's actually lower price than it was in 2006. So over 20 years, it's lost value.
wow. Okay, so rough year. Um,
The
so
last,
yes,
the last sale was $456. So since the last sale, it's halved in value.
wow. Is this the highest graded copy too?
It must be pretty close. No, there are three graded higher.
Okay. So yeah,
Another bargain being had.
yeah, it's hard to believe. So how many on the census though?
32, 33.
Wow. I mean, it's a cool book. I'm just surprised that yeah, it doesn't get the love. I mean, I guess it's been a while since
I think
people
it's
heard the
one of the
song.
I tell you why. I think it's one of the cartoon characters that modern guy people wouldn't recognize. Unlike Roadrunner, if I said beep beep, and
Yeah, people would know. Yeah.
my kids would know, right? Whereas if I said George of the Jungle, they wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he was relatively popular. I don't think my kids would know him either, but they would know Roadrunner.
Yeah,
They'd know Runner.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame. He
So
was a cool character.
yeah, I wouldn't put a lot of money into George of the Jungle futures.
I think what's his name? The guy that was in The Mummy.
Boris Karloff.
No, different Mummy. The Mummy series, the franchise. Brandon, uh, something Brandon.
I've no idea what you're talking about. What did
The
he do?
Mummy, the Mummy. Brandon Fraser.
Oh, I know
You
him.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, so Brandon Fraser, he did George of the Jungle movie.
Did he? Did he get?
Yes, it was not a huge success, I would say. I'm not even sure if it broke even, but he did do George of the Jungle movie.
Yeah, I shall be not looking out for that film. Right.
Well, it's necessary watching. You know, it's
The George of the Jungle. Watch out for the tree music.
yeah, yeah. Probably, I think it has it in there.
Okay.
It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't great. It's not, it's a movie. I don't know. I'm not sure what to say.
We're to a proper comment now.
Yeah. So this one, um, I have to give a little bit of an explanation of why this is on the list. Um, so we were doing a list of the top 100 covers, a group of us, a group of friends, and I always liked Medusa as a cover thing. Like there's this one, and there's the one in Amazing Spider-Man where she's on the cover and
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
tangling.
The Spider-Man one. I wasn't familiar with this one.
Yeah, so this one and that one are my two favorite Medusa covers. And when I saw that this had sold in a super high grade, I was like, "Oh wow, I really love this cover." I just like how her hair works, and it's like,
Now, some Marvel Superheroes is reprints, isn't it? I've not seen this cover before.
yeah, so I believe this is reprinting the one where she's an Amazing Spider-Man. It should say,
It's just a different, it's an original cover.
yeah, regional cover. What
Yeah,
does it say?
like it. Medusa, Frightful Four, and Inhumans appear. Yeah, I think it probably is.
It's probably more reprinting her first appearance then.
Yeah,
She first appeared with the Frightful Four.
yeah, she did.
Yeah, but what an awesome character. I mean, redhead with long hair. What,
Yeah, and of course, if you're going to make a TV series with her in it, make sure she has.
jeez, that was such a mistake. They shave that. The first thing they do is shave her head. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, but it saved them about 5 million on the special effects budget.
Yeah, but it's like
I
it's
know.
sort of like it's
Seems
sort of like making a Superman movie, and you say, well, we're gonna just put this Krypton necklace around your neck the whole time. Don't, yeah.
right. Okay. How did this do? This, I'm not. I collect this, and I haven't got this one. I suspect
Mhm.
it's more expensive. 228.94. That's okay.
I think it's low.
Oh, it's
That seems
yeah, it
that
is.
seems low for such a
Yeah,
iconic cover.
it is low. It's another of these that hasn't done anything in 10 years.
And what was the peaks like? Those peaks, like, I mean, those seem quite high.
It was a peak in 2016. Was that when the
That's when the
announced?
Immortals came, not Immortals, the Inhumans came out.
Yeah, it didn't take long for people to realize Medusa hadn't got any hair in it, and it came right down.
Yeah,
Peak was $500, so it's half that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I really do think that that TV series destroyed the Inhumans in terms of their popularity. I mean, yeah, it was a bit of a way. It wasn't that bad actually as a series. I actually watched it
Like the
and thought
baddie,
it was
I
okay.
like the guy who played the baddie. I thought he was quite good.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name. He's
And
been
actually, I believe that they used the same guy that played oh, what's his name? Jeez, Blue Bolt or Black Bolt, Black Bolt, um, in the movie as well. I think it was the same guy in the TV series and in the movie.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, but Black Bolt isn't that difficult to act because he can't say anything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's a cool character.
Right.
Um,
Okay, so that's a good one. I hadn't seen that before.
how many on the census? Quickly, just
There are 151 on the census.
so pretty, fairly low census count
Yeah,
for
and,
such a.
and I do collect Marvel superheroes because they're cheap to pick up. There's
Well, that one obviously is good
it's,
time to pick it up. It's like really cheap.
it's a good time to pick it up. The expensive one is the Doom cover. What
Yeah,
number is the
yeah.
Doom one?
I don't remember what number the Doom one is, but that's pretty pricey, and it's good. One of those ones that's recently gone up because of all the hype around him.
Yeah, let's have a look. Which one is the Doom cover? It's a fantastic. It's one of the best Doom covers as well. This one.
Yeah, that one.
There you go.
You look at the census on it too. The census shows that it's popular.
A bit more than the other one. Yeah, yeah, and you're at $11,000 for a 9.8. So this is the
Wow,
this is the money book in the
in the series.
series. Yeah, and I think it's Larry Lieber. Yeah, it's Larry Lieber cover, which is about the only Larry Lieber cover which is any good.
Yeah, yeah. Larry Lieber is Stan Lee's brother, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm being a
So
bit,
yeah.
but this is a great cover by Larry Lieber.
Oh
Right.
yeah. It's one of the classic Doom covers.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
would have been better if he was kind of when he's raising his fist like that, if he's kind of smashing the Doom a bit, but that'd be just my opinion.
All right. Look at this. It's beauty.
So maybe I was in a sexy girl on the cover kind of mood because I'm not sure.
Yeah, sexy redheads on the cover.
Yeah, sexy redheads on the cover. I always liked this cover. Um, so this is the first cover appearance of Mary Jane.
And she's a party animal.
Yeah, she's doing like the go-go girl. Yeah,
I've always
go-go dancer.
I do like this cover. I like the split effect with the
Yeah,
dark.
with it's like with a curtain, and she's on the stage dancing, and then Spider-Man's in behind. This is one actually I'd liked. I have a copy of it, but it's kind of like a 3.0. It's like a kind of a little bit rough. I
Yeah,
actually kind of would love to upgrade mine.
nice.
Um, I always like this cover too. I just think she looks cool.
The best I've sold them both.
The funny thing about it, when I see this cover every time, I always think Millie the model. It just reminds me of Millie the model.
Let's
So
have
yeah,
a price. Let's hope the Spider-Man comic has gone up. 9.2 for 432 sounds cheap.
it sounds cheap to me too. So I was like, oh, okay.
It is cheap.
Wow, look at the spike on this one. That's a crazy spike.
The lot that sale there was what's that sale there? That's 943. That
Wow.
it
Is that during COVID? Doesn't look like the
24 in August 24. That sale there.
oof. So like, you wait like 6 months later and it sells for half.
Half.
Jeez. I think somebody really overpaid on that one. I
Well,
think
it
that's one of
did.
those
I mean,
outlier sales.
the COVID peak was 766.
Yeah, if you look, this sale, even though it's really down from that big one,
Still
it's
above,
kind of in line with where it was.
it is in line with pre-COVID. In fact, if not, if anything, it might be.
No, I mean it's in line with the sales that where it's hit the bottom,
Well, it
actually.
is, yeah. So this looks like the proper price to me. Somebody's overpaid here. It was
Yeah, yeah,
the best. It was a fixed price on eBay. Somebody's just paid it.
yeah. That happens. I've seen people they think that they're getting a really good deal. I don't know, or they really want it for whatever
They
reason.
don't watch our show, Alan. They don't know how to.
They got to watch the show and check the prices.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
And what's the census on this?
That's just what we got
And
on this.
it should be like in the thousands. Yeah.
Nearly 3,000.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed. Great cover. I just always liked this one.
It's
Um, so yeah. So you know, not doing so well this year. But this one, I mean, that one is a little bit weird because it is flat actually. It's hit its floor, but the other ones didn't do so well. This book is another classic cover.
now I think
Uh,
I had this once before. Sometime.
okay.
It's fantastic. It's a great cover. Uh,
Every time I see this one, it's always going for crazy prices.
because
Um,
a snowman with death laser. I mean, what's not to like? Invaders from
yeah.
the night world.
Yeah, it's one of the more it is probably the most popular cover from Strange Adventures, I would say. You know,
Plan to conquer Earth cannot fail. We're invulnerable unless the weather gets a bit warmer.
but you'd think the laser thing would actually kind of melt them a bit, but oh well.
Well, it's coming out of the coal. Somebody's
Mhm.
written all over this cover. Atomic explosion panel in here. It's from the Christine Farrell Complete DC collection, Alan.
Oh, nice. So it's a bit of a not a pedigree, but
Is
it's
it?
from one of
Right. $504. Sounds quite a lot for a Strange Adventures. That would be quite
it's to me that sounds low. I'm
a
gonna say because I know this book, it usually goes for more, even in low grades.
No, it's not. It's a record.
Oh, it's a record. Okay, but it hasn't sold for like forever. So,
Sold for 8 years.
okay, so that's not really a record. So, okay, so it
It's
is
the
a
highest
record.
price it's ever sold for, which is
Yeah, so we've had technically two records, but not real records because if you look at other grades for this one, you'll see that they generally sell for a lot. So this one sold
It's a bit
for,
low for a 5.5. So set 60725 and 50450. So yeah, should have probably been nearer 600.
yeah, that's what I expected. I thought it was a bit low. It seemed low to me because I remember it was kind of around that $100 a point kind of thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, how many on the census? Like
Yeah,
70.
76.
So I mean,
It's a
it's
rare.
one of those books that's worth grading if you have it,
Yeah,
but it's there's not many copies out there.
yeah.
It's
If
it's a
you've got a
fairly rare
9.8,
book.
you've got a 9.8, you're quid's in because the highest graded copies are 9.4 that sold. That's fair market value for nearly $15,000. So
Yeah, and it's one of those books like it's during that kind of time. It's early Silver Age, right?
yeah,
Uh,
no, oh, really early Silver Age. Depends when you argue Silver Age starts, but I know you argue it starts earlier than I do. So,
I say
by
55.
full definition, it is Silver Age.
Yeah, so my point is it's early Silver Age. During that point, the it was sort of like it was sort of like the early 2000s. The number of comics being produced was really low.
Yeah,
The amount of comics that were saved was even lower. It just was not a good time for comics. So very few of these survived. Um, and yeah, I imagine not many people bought this at the time either. So um, yeah, just a great book that's a little bit undervalued in the last sale. So, but a new record at least. Two records out of five. Is that
well,
is that a win?
ye- one of them,
Every single
one of
sale was
them, one
down.
of them, because
But
he's never sold before. I have to point out that the sort of major books in there, the Spider-Mans and so on, were down. It's only the oddities that were up.
and they weren't really up actually when we compare it. But
No.
so bit of a rough start for the year, even though we got records. So I always like to say we got records. But yeah, are they really records? Eh. We're gonna have to look at some more books. Go over to Mark's channel,
Yep.
and we have five more books to look at his channel. Uh, hopefully we're getting some good news. Hopefully, go over and to check out Mark's channel. Oh, don't tell. Okay, so go over and check it out on Mark's channel. Link is in the description. Bye for now.